Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what?
Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Pilot, 64, weak. You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Great beginning there under the bright lights of primetime.
Yeah, it takes you back to high school football on a Friday night, doesn't it? When you feel like every eye in the county is on you. In this case, every eye in primetime is on you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got time. You got time. Let's go.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They cannot block us. Let's go.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Got it. 51 at the mark. Watch the pass.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Fitzgerald. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Come to my work. Check safety. Check. Press down. 36.
From the gun, Fitzgerald. And that will be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. Now the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
16 yards. And the Browns'
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. First carry for Nick Chubb. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
180.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And an alley to run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Set. 180. Watch it, you find. Okay, double it.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Set. 20. It's the party now.
They go play action. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Tyrell Williams Mahomes. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the Buccaneer first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, watch it. Stick it.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Yeah. Motion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzgerald. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. This one complete to Scott Miller. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check three. 80 weapons. Hey, 2. Crunch. Ready.
2nd and 4. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass.
The kick by Marr is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Mayfield going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Mayfield now. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. There he goes inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. That's taken in by Callaway. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
65.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
20.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Check.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They'll come out in the pistol. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Safety's creeping.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Let's go. Tight dog. Now.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. He'll be hit down at the 33.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Set. 15 line. Go.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Mayfield to throw it. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Big yardage there for the Browns. 18.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch. But you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Set. 180. Check. 55 to Mike. Ready.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They run again on first down, Chubb. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
180! Time to go, night.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Third and 1.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
King!
Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Accelerating, and off he goes. 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mayfield now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10.
180! We ain't giving them nothing to do.
First down, Mayfield. big tight end over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 12-yard line.
Good. 180. 55.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Good.
Mayfield on first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down.
Out-of-bounds down at the 8-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
Ready for this, man.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A first down throw from Mayfield. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long, and that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
I'm coming.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
You ready? 53 right. Check 53. Bravo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fitzgerald. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tampa Bay.
Here we go. 30 base.
On first down, it's Bell trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop it, and they've been able to do that.
And he's gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43.
Mayfield now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's in. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 20.
Hey, eat. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
To throw, Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And a short gain down to about the 33. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
You don't want it. Twist.
King.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And an alley to... Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Get that ball. Check 43. Check 31. Check 31.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Fitzgerald. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd down, Fitzgerald. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Webster. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now Chubb. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
an opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Mayfield now. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. That's taken in by Callaway. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Browns on third down. 6 conversions in 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football. Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go.
To throw again. Fitzgerald. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They run. Chubb. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard hard to start him up again, so I think he may want to keep him cranking high right here.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Good. 180.
Mike, 45.
From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Fitzgerald. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Going up top for Miller. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Charlie.
53.
On 4th down, Fitzgerald. Throws right side, and that's complete. Bruce Arians takes a shot. And the Browns are going to get this. Back, excellent field position. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
That's good for a Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Run.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Kill.
Regular.
Kill, turn up. Switch.
They run with Harris. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Chubb. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 25.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
The Browns on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Watch twist. Check three.
Pistol.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they go back to Harris. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Bucs 20-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Check curls.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And his kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
51 the mic, boy, 51.
On 1st and 10, Fitzgerald. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 38.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's put that team on the bus.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Set, 180.
Check 55, Mike. Here we go, here we go.
One touch.
The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So Cleveland able to come away